We're really well known out there in the industry. I think we have a super reputation, and of course the reputation is because our graduates are so great. You can hit the ground running in industry, you know how things work, but also you'll be able to reflect on that academically. And I hope you go out from today as a great ambassador for Bournemouth, but also an ambassador for the ethos, and particularly the ethos then of our faculty. There's so many opportunities today that I just think it's a great time to be a student and to be graduating.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processions of the Worshipful Mayor of Bournemouth, the Worshipful Mayor of Christchurch, the Worshipful Mayor of Weymouth, the Chairman of East Dorset District Council, the prize sponsors, the University Board, Senate and the Chancellor. Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor, Lord Phillips.
Multitude of mayors, Vice-Chancellor, media and communications graduates who are about to receive your degrees, and all of you who've come to watch them receive their degrees, welcome. My name's Nicholas Phillips, and I am the Chancellor of this university. The Chancellor of a university sounds very important, and in the old days he used to be, because he was responsible for the running of the university. Thank goodness that is no longer the case. It is the Vice-Chancellor who runs the university. Our Vice-Chancellor is John Vinney. You'll be hearing from him later on. He runs this university rather well. Indeed, under his leadership, we have been going from strength to strength. I hope that modesty will not inhibit him from telling you of some of our fantastic recent achievements. Well, let me be honest. I know modesty is not going to inhibit him because he's shown me what he's going to say. Well, I'm glad that some of you have laughed, but quite a lot of you are still looking rather solemn. This is, of course, a very significant occasion, but it's also a fun occasion. Friends and family have come to see those they love receiving degrees that are the reward for a lot of hard work. So sit back and relax and enjoy yourselves. That's what I'm going to do. This morning, I'm going to have the pleasure of conferring an honorary doctorate on Kate Adie and on Dame Annette Brooke. Honorary doctorates are very nice to receive because you don't have to pass an exam to get them. They're awarded to reflect your distinction in the world, and the orator is going to tell you about our honorary doctors. But the rest of you have had to pass exams to get your degrees. 734 of you are about to come up to this platform, some I suspect on perilously high heels, to receive those degrees. Now that means an awful lot of clapping, but I shan't be satisfied if it's only clapping. I want to hear some cheering as well. Well, from past experience, I know I shall not be disappointed because the media school are a pretty unruly lot. After the ceremony, there's a party. It's a party I always enjoy. It gives me an opportunity to meet you who have graduated and your friends and relations. So please don't hesitate to come up and chat to me. One question I tend to ask is, what are you doing now? And I never get the answer, I'm not doing anything. Most of you have either gone on to further education or have found a job. Let me give you a remarkable statistic. John Vinney may give it to you again, but it bears repeating. Last year, 93.3% of Bournemouth graduates had either got a job or gone on to further education within 6 months of completing their studies. And in the case of the media school, I suspect that percentage is even higher. Yes, have a clap. The media school is rightly world famous, and our graduates are highly sought after. I've been around a long time. I've seen many changes, but none more than in the field of communications. When I was young, the most significant means of communication was the printed word. I remember the first televisions, black and white, with a picture that appeared to be obscured by a snowstorm. Wealthy homes would have a telephone linked to a landline. If you wanted to use it, you lifted the receiver and gave your number to an operator who would then connect you. There were no mobiles, no photocopiers, no internet, no emails. The idea of a media or communications school at university would have been absurd. But today, modern societies depend on electronic communication. This is the field where wars will be fought in the future. It's already the foremost area of criminal activity. The idea of holding up a bank with a gun is archaic. Some of you who've studied media and communications are going to find yourselves playing vital roles in the protection of our society. Or, to be more accurate, I should say our societies, for 67 different nationalities are represented here today. But university isn't just about qualifying for employment, it's about qualifying for life. It is an oasis in a frenetic world in which you have a chance to learn how to form long-lasting relationships, to form your own views, and to develop that sense of values that is a vital foundation for life. 800 years ago, King John put his seal to Magna Carta. By doing so, he acknowledged that not even the king is above the law and made promises to accept restraints in the interests of the wider society. He didn't intend to keep those promises, but that doesn't matter because they were repeated by the kings who came after him and formed the foundation of the rule of law, not only in this country, but in the United States and other countries of the common law world. The rule of law is under threat, not only in the turmoil of the Middle East, not only in states that border with Russia, but in Western countries, including this one, where a delicate balance has to be struck between individual human rights and the invasive powers that the executive claim they need in order to combat the threat of terrorism. In countries where the humanitarian duty to give asylum to hapless refugees is fomenting a frightening xenophobic right-wing reaction. This is the world into which you graduates are going. You're going to be facing challenges that are without precedent in the lifetime of your parents and grandparents. I hope and believe that your time in this multicultural and caring society will have equipped you better than most to meet those challenges. But today we are here to celebrate the challenges that you have already met. You have striven and you have prevailed. So many congratulations to each and every one of you on your hard work that you've put in at this university in earning your degrees. Very well done. I've seen 4 children through school and university, and I'm now concentrating on the grandchildren. I've got 9 of them, and the oldest is in his first year at university. I know from experience that when young people are working for exams, they are not always good company. They're stressed and sometimes irritable or depressed. Their family and friends have to put up with that and help them with love and encouragement. I say love and encouragement. Love and money would in many cases be truer. For university doesn't come cheaply, and some parents are able, with personal sacrifice, to help their sons and daughters with some of the expense involved. And the same is true of grandparents. So the congratulations are due, not just to the graduates, but to all of you, family and friends, those who teach at this university, and those who work here to cater for the needs of those who teach and those who study. So I have great pleasure in giving all of you my very best wishes for the future and declaring this ceremony open.
This congregation is assembled for the conferment of honorary degrees. Chancellor, I invite Dr. Karen Fowler-Watt to present Kate Adey.
My Lord and Chancellor, Kate Adey is a well-known author, news reporter and broadcaster, and is currently the presenter of Radio 4's programme From Our Own Correspondent. Kate is perhaps most recognised for her fearless journalism, reporting from the front line of many major conflicts and political incidents throughout the 80s and 90s. she's an accomplished author with 5 books published and a skilled presenter, both on radio and television. Kate read Scandinavian Studies at the University of Newcastle, encouraged by her school headmistress at a time when women did not routinely attend university. She loved her course and the different experiences it afforded her. Her now legendary courage was demonstrated in her second year when she visited Berlin as part of her course and witnessed the shooting of an East German as he tried to cross the border. She also had a tough placement year, enduring minus 48-degree temperatures in the remote Swedish town where she was based. Kate says that both experiences made her reevaluate her life and opinions, something that she believes all journalists need to do on a regular basis. Kate is incredibly busy. Her curiosity, energy, and determination are highlighted not only through her significant work commitments, but also through her voluntary work. She's a deputy lieutenant in Dorset and patron or trustee of many charities. She gives innumerable talks to schools, and she's particularly keen to inspire young girls. She says she is immensely excited that more career opportunities are open to women than ever before, but there's still more to be done. Kate has already won many awards, including the BAFTA Richard Dimbleby Award and an OBE. Her curiosity and interest in people and life, and her zeal concerning injustices and inequality remain undiminished. She notes that life is not a rehearsal, and her motto is Carpe Diem, seize the day. My Lord and Chancellor, I have the honour to present Kate Adie, and I ask you to confer upon her the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Chancellor, members of the university, parents, and I hope successful and happy students. It's a huge honour to get an honorary degree, and thank you to the university and to all those who have been involved. As has been said, I didn't have to work for it. I did once go up in front of my Vice-Chancellor in Newcastle so many years ago that you could hear the dinosaurs trampling outside, and received a degree in Swedish and ancient Icelandic. Not the sort of thing that the job centre gets excited about. But nothing ever goes to waste, and I was bolstered by my wonderful professor, an inspirational man. And he said to me in my final year, "Don't worry," he said, "I will predict that you will become a national treasure, should the Vikings ever invade us again." However, nothing ever does go to waste. All the students here have spent years cramming in information, learning all the techniques, imbibing the ethics, the theories, and also practicing in media and journalism. It won't go to waste. I'm not sure if the two most essentials that I discovered as journalism are useful. In fact, they are. That is, that no student can live on pot noodle and baked beans alone, and there is no such thing as a hangover cure. I don't know if I dare give you any hints about going out into the wider world and the very competitive and ever-changing world of the media. I too started when there was no mobile phone to use. How did you ever do it as a journalist? Well, you knocked on people's doors and said, "Excuse me, do you have a phone?" Hardly the most efficient way. It seems amazing to students starting out today. But It is full of changes, and there are also challenges. And I don't know if I can give anything very useful to you in the form of advice, except for two small words about journalism, about spreading words, information, maybe entertainment, maybe knowledge, to extraordinary large audiences. I'm sure you'll be lucky in doing that. Those two words are, be fair. You'll hear a lot of theory. You'll hear a lot of arguments about ethics, journalistic rules, the law, and how to approach people, how to handle stories. Always remember, be fair, because it's one of the most fundamentally useful things to know, how to be fair. It's one of the first things you shout as a child, one of the first judgments you make. That's not fair. We have an instinct for fairness, especially in a democratic and free country. Remember that when you're putting down those words, composing scripts, writing text, editing pictures, and meeting people. Always be fair. It will take you a long way, let me assure you. The other thing is, the world is full of surprises, sometimes shocks, and the media have a lot to do with that. They have a lot to cover, to respond to explain, to bring to people. And sometimes it's not easy. But it's an enormous opportunity to see what the world is like. The excitements, the fascinations, the extraordinary things that this world holds. And don't think that you have to go to far-flung parts. Extraordinary things happen behind the curtains in Bournemouth. The world is full of the unpredictable. It'll be your job to try and make some sense of it and to tell others. And while you're having it, try and think of it with a word which isn't much used in the student world when you're grown up, nor in the world of work. Life can be an adventure. Remember that from your childhood. Adventure. Not many people use that word these days. And the world of work will be both competitive, a hard grind, sometimes a slow crawl, sometimes disappointing. But all along the way, remember, have an adventure. I don't mean go looking for danger or taking unnecessary risks. I mean going that little bit further, putting your nose into things which some people say, don't go there. Be curious, pushing yourself that extra mile. Have an adventure. Adventures are terrific. And that sums up what I'd finally say to you, again with a thank you to this university for this degree. It is in your lives, which are absolutely unrolling ahead of you, full of things you can't even imagine. Have fun and do good. Thank you.
Chancellor, I invite Dr. Karen Fowler-Watt to present Dame Annette Brooke.
My Lord and Chancellor, Dame Annette Brooke has served Poole and the surrounding area for nearly 30 years, firstly at Poole Borough Council, and then as the Liberal Democrat Member of Parliament for Mid Dorset and North Poole. At 17, Annette's ambition was to be Chancellor of the Exchequer, and she studied economics at the London School of Economics. The ambition to sit on the benches of Parliament stayed with her until she was elected in 2001 at the age of 54. Annette has stated that achieving that dream was incredible. Dame Annette spent 20 years as an economics teacher, 17 years as a Poole councillor, and then 14 years as an MP. A former mayor of Poole, Dame Annette successfully oversaw Poole's transition into a unitary authority. She notes that her early career and life experience before joining the council and parliament were vital in helping her to fight for the rights of her constituents. Dame Annette retired as an MP in 2015. During her time at the House of Commons, she was lauded as an authentic MP, one who successfully lobbied on behalf of young victims of human trafficking for the rights of disabled children and disadvantaged youngsters. Her responsibilities included serious case reviews into child welfare. These were harrowing cases which she argued should be made public. Her lobbying on equal access for disabled children contributed to the final Harry Potter book being released in Braille on the same day as the print version, to the joy of visually impaired children around the UK. In Parliament, Dame Annette worked particularly closely with Save the Children, UNICEF, and the NSPCC. Her charitable and parliamentary work has won her many awards and accolades, including an OBE in 2013, and she was elevated to Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire in 2015. She also received the Women in Public Life Award, MP of the Year 2010, and most recently, she became a Privy Councillor in 2014. She notes that being first in line to meet the Queen was incredibly nerve-wracking. Dame Annette remains committed to supporting the local area and community, and her astute questions in Parliament mean that her legacy will continue far beyond the end of her term as an MP. My Lord and Chancellor, I have the honour to present Dame Annette Brooke, and I ask you to confer upon her the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa.
My Lord and Chancellor, members of the university staff, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, graduates of today. I just can't tell you how excited I was when I returned from a holiday and opened the letter which suggested that I might accept this honour. In all my public life, I can truly say it was the most amazing experience. Maybe it was because I've always had a secret ambition to actually have a higher degree, maybe, but actually I think it was the true joy of actually being able to share in the success of this wonderful university. As you will have heard, I've been around the area some time, so I have known Bournemouth University from its infancy as an institute of higher education, very briefly as a polytechnic, because it all moved very quickly. And today I'm standing here with Bournemouth University with its fantastic international reputation. I am proud of the graduates, and I'm really proud of the contribution that the local university makes to our area. And it is just so important. Over the years, I've been very, very pleased to meet up with students from the media school, and I must have been interviewed by them on more or less every subject you can think about. With my political background, I was often interviewed because I was offering the alternative voice on subjects. But most recently, and this is where I'm a little bit worried about films and archives and digital storing, I was pleased to come along on general election night. Obviously, I wasn't having to watch my own election result, and I thought, well, this would be really nice sitting in the studio. And whilst I'm there, lo and behold, an opinion poll comes out, which was not too good for my party. And I remember saying, oh, no, that's just not true. Just can't go by opinion polls. Oh, dear. It just goes to show, and that's on the record, and I just hope it's not lying around somewhere to come and haunt me. Anyway, life goes on. I think what is especially important to me, and I'd like to follow on from Kate's very, very moving words, is that it is absolutely true that I used to say, when I was in the sixth form at school, that I wanted to be Chancellor of the Exchequer. And you can either say that I was a pretty slow mover through my life, or, perhaps I did lots of other things. And I have a little small message to graduates today, and that is, if you have got an ambition and you can't actually realise it immediately, then keep it at the back of your mind. Don't dismiss it and think that will never happen to me, because you can do interesting and all sorts of different varied things in between possibly actually achieving that ambition. For me, it's very much been being in the right place at the right time, and I feel really embarrassed about some of the awards that I've received, because literally I just happened to be there. But it's about preparing yourself, I think, to make the most of opportunities when they actually arrive, to have all those things on your CV and you're ready to go. So I do encourage you to look forward optimistically to the future. Don't ever lose sight of any ambitions that you might have had, but actually make sure that you do exciting, interesting, and enjoyable things. To my mind, the most important message from today is to go out and to enjoy and to contribute. I think they are interdependent, and that's also quite important to actually recall. But I would like to say to everybody graduating today, hopefully you've had an amazing time at this university, and I really hope that your future is going to be everything that you wish, but that does mean you stepping up when it is required of you. So my very best wishes to you all, and also I think it's wonderful to see so many friends and family coming to support you today.
This congregation is assembled for the presentation of postgraduate and undergraduate awards of the university. Chancellor, recipients of awards in the Faculty of Media and Communication will be presented by the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Stephen Dukes, and received as graduates by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor John Vinney.
My Lord and Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the recipients of awards for the Faculty of Media and Communication. Doctor of Philosophy. In recognition of a programme of work entitled News, Activism and Social Media, reporting the Egyptian Revolution and its aftermath by Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN, RT and Xinhua, Yomna Mohammed Mahmoud Kamel. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Performance, Power and Production, a selective, critical and cultural history of the radio interview, Catherine MacDonald. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Exploring Charity Brand Relationships in a Healthcare Context, Tawhid Ahman Ramjan. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Classical Music on UK Radio 1945 to 1995, Anthony David Stoller. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Village Tales, an exploration of the potential of participatory documentary filmmaking in rural India, Sue Sudbury. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Children's Cross-Platform Media Preferences, a Sense of Kindness and a Want for Learning, Ashley Woodfall. Doctor of Professional Practice, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Audience Engagement and Monetization of Creative Content in Digital Environments, a Creative SME Perspective, Jake Hobbs. Master of Arts in 3D Computer Animation, Tess Atkins. Marisime Luyuada. With distinction, Emmanuel Bonici. And also with distinction, Adam Coburn. Stephen Craner, Emily Eliza Ellis, Christopher Gill, Rebecca Caroline Gooch, Diana Binti Idris, Lisa Lee Kirschman, Stuart McBean, Sinead Oram, with distinction, Eugenia Peruzzo, and also with distinction, Stephen Powell, with distinction, Christopher Stye, with distinction, Gianluca Tighi, and with distinction, Anna Toropova, and with distinction, Julie Whittaker, also with distinction, Alex J. Young. Master of Arts in Advertising, Sam Brodie. Simon Catley. Laura de Campo Ruiz, Al Flynn, Joanna Laura Ingeborg Gluck, Tak Ching Luck, Rebecca Rayner, Master of Arts in Advertising and Marketing Communications, with distinction, Justice James. Master of Arts in Cinematography for Digital Film and Television, Pradeep Budha. Marlena Fernandez. Ian Hunt. With distinction, Clemens Majunke. James Thomas McMurray. Anna Marie Nunes. With distinction, Florence Pellicani. Alexander Pilau. Anna Pinheiro. Ishani Roy. Yidi Song. Master of Arts in Creative and Media Education, Bradley Lansdale. Rebecca Robinson. And Grant Lester. Master of Arts in Digital Effects, Jingjing Fan. Anuva Natarajan Iyer. Noel Mani. Alexandra Mislevich. Sophie Ockman. Jack Pooley. With distinction, Nicholas Rolka. Keen Mayor Overgaard Sattering. Anna Jane Samuel. Hang Yu Shi. Tord Tonneson. And Nojin Wong. Master of Arts in Directing Digital Film and Television, Noor Hasleen Binti Noor Salam. Hannah Brustad. Sabrina Corda. Sara Begonia Coteron Esteban. Beatrice Delgado Mena. Lauren Durham. Norman Gregory. Pan Pan Hao. With distinction, Alexander Jones Nash. Kimberly Bree Melville. Christopher Norton. Manisha Prabhakar. Calliope Sophia Sulioto. Tryon Velev. Listia Wijasari, and Isaac Williams. Master of Arts in Filmmaking, Justin Agate. John Bow. Opeyemi Fagbo Hungbi. Master of Arts in Literary Media, with distinction, Edward James Brown. Sarah Jane Butcher. With distinction, Sean Hickman. And also with distinction, Abigail Lauren Kendall. Master of Arts in Media and Communication, with distinction, David Norton. Also with distinction, Stephanie Obexer. Christina Olofsson. T. Lu To Pam. Ting Zhu. Hui Yan. Master of Arts in Multimedia Journalism, Hussein Dafi M. Aldosari. Magdalena Balanovic. Jessica Bello Perez. Vanya Marisa Bonito Gonzalez. Sylvia Haraba. Mark Edward Harding. Nicole Kurilova-Tosheva. And with distinction, Patrick Ward. Postgraduate Certificate in Multimedia Journalism, Daniel Matcham. Master of Arts in Post-Production Editing, Lina Haliza Binti Abdul Halim. Sophia Aguiar. Teresa Breda. Hao Chen. Charles Coleman. Jack Goldsworthy. Olivia Lawton. And with distinction, Nicola Matiwone. Ewan Michael Riley. With distinction, Fiorella Santaniello. Chris Shaw. Hauke Peter Sterner. Giovanni Todeschini. Anna Vaghi. Shaw Tuso Wang. And with distinction, Alice Amelia White. Master of Arts in Producing Film and Television, Elizabeth Kaplan. Lauren Featherstone. With distinction, Jennifer Fox. Ihinome Betty Ingenbo. Jennifer Estelle Laura Kergule. Edgar Koo. T. Do Lee. Andrew Linfield. With distinction, Kerry Matthews. Also with distinction, James Norton. Michael Pavlou. Jaraspak Plenghum. Sheila Silvera. Stelamaris Wanjiru Tuku. Master of Arts in Creative Media Leadership, Grant Lester. Master of Arts in Production Management, Isabel Kaur. With distinction, Monica Harris. Sylvia Mukasa. Najat Takal. Jane Tohill. With distinction, Wendy Wright. Master of Arts in Radio Production, with distinction, Michael Dale. Andrew Goddard. Thomas Harrison. Lee Hatchard. Charlotte Elizabeth M. Thompson. Chao Ching Mung Wu. And Ashley Elizabeth Yee. Master of Arts in Scriptwriting, with distinction, James Cottle. Ariane Gillian Darroch. Katie Dowling. Jonathan Holloway. Samuel Lawrence Honorati. Nivon Kayati Darian. Alberto Oliveri. Nisha Setihesh. And Nicola Young. Master of Arts in Sound Production for Film and Television, Asher Joseph Abraham. Edward Hatwell. Eric Lehman. Fong Li. Wenxin Lu. Andrew Marsh. Kankawi Niltajan. And Wei Wang. Postgraduate Certificate in Sound Production for Film and Television, Justina Thomas. Master of Science in Computer Animation and Visual Effects, Amita Arun. With distinction, Joshua Peter Bainbridge. Martin Davies. With distinction, Tanya Muntz and Zoe Sams. We'll do this one again, shall we? Master of Arts, Public Relations, Myrna Gabur. Bachelor of Arts in Advertising, Victoria Elizabeth Louise Hart. With first class honours, Rebecca James. James Peck. Hanvir Ray. Lucy Ann Amor. Lydia Archer. James Anton Salman Bayani. Ashley Bell. Robbie Brooks. Sarah Elizabeth Bruce. Noviana Mona Chandra. Abigail Cooper. With first class honours, Jessica Corbett. Claire Crea. Dorothy Elizabeth Cross. Abby Davis. Harriet Davis. Carl Garner Watts. Joshua Gorman. And with first class honours, Laura Grant. Sam Gwynnevan. Chloe Hannant. Alex Harmon. Greg Harris. Maxwell Head Lee. Jessica Houston. With first class honours, Kate Isaacs. Genevieve Jayasekara. Dominic Condizila. William Coper. Gemma Lacey. Charlotte Magnani. Zoe Georgia Markell. Eleanor McCuffoff. Anna Miles. Victoria Mamenke. With first class honours, Ruth Charlotte Nichols. Callum Nixon. Felicity Margaret O'Dwyer. Leila Orozova. Kina Paris-Reed. With first class honours, Thomas Rickus. Eloise Ritchie, Samantha Robbins, Georgia Scobie, Roxu Shin, Rosie Southard, Louisa Ann Steele, Danielle Stewart, Karen Alexandra Strong, First Class Honours, Ashley Stutchfield, Ayumi Sugawara, Patrick Townsend, Lydia Townsend Smith. With First Class Honours, Georgina Winston Bray, Emma Louise Worth, and Naomi Rebecca Young. Postgraduate Certificate in Education Practice, Elvira Bolat, Paula Hayes, and Helen O'Sullivan. Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Media, with First Class Honours, Liam Joseph Andrews, Andrea Avellano, Naomi Keridwen Billington, Sophie Boyland, Wai Shan Chung, Marta Dimitrova, Josh Dolman, Charlotte Hannah Field, Sarah Golds, Emma Harvey, Rachel Hatton, Hannah Hegarty, Giada Yanotti, Rebecca Klitgard, Nicole Millian, Jennifer Palmer, Georgina Payazis, Maximilian Prosch, Lola Rowe, Victoria Taylor, Naomi Elizabeth Torrey. With First Class Honours, Gabriela Petrova Vlavova. And also with First Class Honours, Amy Lauren Watson, Innocent Wande. Bachelor of Arts in Computer Animation Arts, Shanice Alexander, Laura Jane Karen Ambury, Aaron Baker, Chloe Abigail Broadbent, Milena Chervankova, Lauren Wenwei Chin, Tobias Cutts, Magda D'Andrea, Joseph Ephraim Osei Darko, Tom Getty, Charlie Goddard, Bradley Gregory, Jason Griffiths, Charlotte Leanne Holt, Benjamin Judd, Alexander Kennedy, Ruby May Kissack Laidlaw, Claire Larkin, Bethany Luckins, Anthony Mackenzie, Sarah Charlotte Nutt, Joshua Page, Bernadine Pardue, Holly Emma Pierce, Jack Rafferty. With first-class honours, Omid Rajab Alipur, Catherine Ross, Barbara Shalishay Vichutai, Maya Alexandrina Schock, Matthew Sharp, Christopher James Soper, Kimberly Stevenson, Philip Talentire, Melissa Tallis, Alexander Taverner, Paris Taylor-Jones, and Vivian Trong. Bachelor of Arts in Computer Visualization and Animation. With first-class honours, Stephanie Anderson. With first-class honours, Stuart Batchelor. With first-class honours, Ariana Bragalia. And also with first-class honours, Isabel Burton, Faye Alexandra Butler. With first-class honours, Daniel Chalk. And also with first-class honours, Y-On Ryan Chan. Michaela Paralambus. Phoebe Klingon. With first-class honours, Scott Coates. With first-class honours, Loreen Konujols. Oji Seventinovic. Joshua James Deakin. Stephen Edgerton. With first-class honours, William Richard Herbert. And with first-class honours, Catherine Hill. Also with first-class honours, Emily Victoria Holt. And with first-class honours, Benjamin Knowles. Jin Hui Lim. Sinan Mahmood. Laszlo Mandy. Amy Moore. Robert Moore. Mary Louise Monday. Borna Firuz Naya Nouri. Maria Nikolaeva Nedeva. Corman Liam Opbeck Wilson. Hatis Busra Oskaya. With first-class honours, Thomas Rice. Jessica Robbins. First-class honours, Shane Sims. And also with first-class honours, Heidi Karina Beatrice Sundberg. Frank Erkan Tan. James Taylor. Arthur Robert Tibbett. Ryan Craig Williams. With first class honours, Hannah Wong and Joseph Yu. Bachelor of Arts in Digital Media Design, Joseph Edward Allen. Daniel Beck. Paul Bird. Melody Bowles. Matthew James Bush. Nicole Cook. Oliver Crow. Adam Lee Cullen. George Gregory Ephesopoulos. Matthew Oliver Ephesopoulos. Tony Fagbur. James Gordon. Natasha Gurley. Robert Harris. Matthew Hughes. Christopher Jackson. Alexander Kozlowski. Nicholas Lancy. Joshua McKechnie. Valery Mihailov. David Martin O'Donnell. Jade Francesca Passmore. Ryan Perry. Daniel Proudfoot. Gabriela Rock. Cristiano Santos Pinto. Darren Senna. Chun Hin Tang. Lydia Taylor. Alice Mary Tomlins. Tommaso Tura. With first class honours, Timothy Van Riel. And also with first class honours, Matthew Ward. Danielle Weeks. Tess Weller. David Roberts Wells. Danny Paul Wood. And Philip Zachivich. Bachelor of Arts in English, Anna Lauren Omaida Durkan. Lily Grace Anna Ash. Catherine Benham. Holly Bly. Rebecca Hope Bolland. Amy Louise Brett. Lara Ann Broadhurst. Alexandra Genevieve H. Channon. Nicola Joanne Cheetham. Holly Climmy. Ziola Cochrane. Elizabeth Pashal Ferguson. Adam Douglas Fisher. Alexander David Giddon. Katie Louise Gillingham. Lana Goddard. Gabriella Grant. Michael Harper. Chloe Amelia Haywood. Bethany Jane Hebron. Katerina Louise Hendricks. Sophie Hibbert. Charlotte Hill, Jamie Hodgkin, Charlotte Hodgson, Alexandra Megan Hurley, Sophie Evelyn Lillian James. With first class honours, Amanda Jane, Olivia Jane Johnson, Louise Jones, Jessica Kennedy, Kelly King, Conor McCardle. With first class honours, Jessica McComish, Jack Oliver McKeever, Elvin Mensah, Alice Muir, Mary Jane Neeson, Leanne Nichol, Antonio Pacelli, Peter Adam Rawlins, Emma Jane Rundell, Jade Somerville, Jack Sullivan, Lindsay Catherine Taylor, Paula Torres Monod, Heather Walker. With first class honours, Juliet Watts and Sarah Williams. Bachelor of Arts in Global Media Practice, Alec Ray Brownjohn. And with first class honours, Sini Johannesdottir. With first class honours, Hannah Mellows, Chirag Patel, Joe Pudney, Ignatius Hutomo Santoso, Matthew Smith, and with first class honours, Tom Stoker. Bachelor of Arts in Marketing, Armin Alavajana, Robert Jack Bailey, Chelsea Battle, Sophie Elizabeth Fleur Beaumont, Ankush Bhardwaj, Evelina Sophia Blanchou, Liberty Ann Blackmore, Sophie Blackmore, Alice Brunning, Rosanna Jade Buckland, Ka Ying Chung, Jessica Clues, Francesca Clifford, Nicola Coe, Rhiannon Betty Collins, Ross Collins, Stacey Louise Cook, Callum Peter Davidson Dean, Sarah Davies, Rebecca Derbyshire, Gemma Downing, Francesca Dye, Emily Fincham, Ryan Flack, Jasmine Georgette Nadine Gaynor, Hannah Louise Godfrey, Laura Green, Ellie Jane Gregson, Anna Marie Guest, Carrie Jenner Hall, Jessica Hawkins, Sally Hayler, Stacey Hill, Katri Marianne Hiltuden, Abid Hussain, Rhys Jenkins, Victoria Ruth Kavanagh, Sarah Louise Kenworthy, Stephanie King, Harvey James Kirk, Abigail Kitson, Charlotte Knight, Joshua Lace, Siyu Lee, Amy Mattison, Kate McFadden, Emily McTavish, Hannah Miles, Holly Amy Mobsby, Samantha Moon, Harrison Neal. With first class honours, Anna Newman, Caroline Nodes, Maria Norman, Anna Paskins, Alexander Perry, Nikita Marie Potton, Samuel David John Powley, Charlotte Revel, Rachel Robbins, Daniel Robinson, Fabienne Roche, Emma Sargent, Amy Sawyer, Hannah Scott. With first class honours, Ian Sims, Dennis Slade, Heidi Smith, Thomas Sparks, Catherine Spillane, Stanislava Stova, Eleanor Simmons, Emma Thurley, Nicholas Stephen Toogood, Lewis Underwood, Casey Albion Vatcher, Craig Walker, Jack Waller, Liam Welsh, Callum Wingrave, and Rebecca Wood. Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Journalism. Lauren Gemma Bryant Anthony. Fern Elizabeth Bosch. Thomas Jane Beasley. Emma Bennett. Sophie Charlotte Rose Boyden. Holly Brotherton. Abigail Robin Brown. The first class honours, Marcin Brysak. Rebecca Bing. Charlie Case. Ashley Chalmers. Emily May Connor. Connor Peter Costello. Jack Henry Cousins. Julia Denny. Nathan Diamond. Francesca Ray Earnshaw, Ben Fisher, Alex Volkert, Devon Francis. With first-class honours, Alicia Gonzalez Betancourt, Shannon Rose Hards, April Hollenby, Sarah Hugel, Samantha Jenkins, Brian Jones, Sinead Lamb. With first-class honours, Nikita Lewis, Louise McCreesh, Joan Assessian, Willow Oxford, Katerina Patiaki, Alice Penfold, Molly Kate Perella, Katrina Quick, Sarah Redmond, Eleanor Rucastle, Sophie Laura Rogers, Shireen Sagu, Michael George Seymour, Jasmine Snook, Adam Spencer Hicken, Madeline Supple, Frances Louise Tatman, Emily Wakefield. With first-class honours, Bridget Wilkins, Sam Williams, Charlotte Victoria Willis, Michael Patrick Wilson, and Jack Yates. Bachelor of Arts in Politics and Media, Yeva Baraskait. With first-class honours, Abby Everett, Joshua Freeland. With first-class honours, Alison Catherine Smith, Lucy Charlotte Alice Smith, Jasmine Ella Sterling, and Hannah Walsh. Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations, Alexandra Adenia, Lara Edith Alice Ballard, Daniel Bambridge, Catherine Bowman, Joanna Bromham, Amy Brophy, Holly Brown. And with first-class honours, Alicia Bout, Rosella Jane Burrows, Chloe Gillian Canham, Stephanie Carter, Eva Coleman Schursens, Sarah Louise Copson, Stephanie Croucher, Ria Cuneo, Abigail Rose Ditchfield-Lepp, Annalise Evans, Doinsola Falalawi, Evie Grace Fain de Salis, Joseph Gahan, Abby Godwood, Ryoko Franklin Green, Sarah Frances Hall, Samia Rebecca Kate Harris. Daniela Hayhurst. Zhu T. Hong. Samantha Hockett. Abigail Horton. Charlotte Humphrey. Kate Lovelace. Courtney Simone Lucas. Mallory Mabe. First class honours, Shauna Mahoney. Demi Lee Mantle. Kirsty Martin. With first class honours, Rachel McInnes. Olivia McKee. Dev Ram Mistry. With first class honours, Sophie Moore. Caroline Louise Mullen. Konstantin Tendi Musruvu. Nur Fatia Nur Azmi. Katie O'Driscoll. Emma Orgill. Lena May Palmer. Megan Peterson. Christina Petrova. Kelly Phelps. Alice Pope. Kirsty Amber Price. Sam Pullerston. Rosemary Puxley. Misha Ravat. Chris Rose. Sophia Rovnova. Benjamin John Sawyers. Hannah Louise Scheffler. Laura Shackley. Sarah Shelley. Megan Surr. Natalie Smith. With first class honours, Lucy Snedden. Amelia Strood. And Agata Svitek. Lana Irena Taylor. With first class honours, Sophie Elizabeth Tregena. And also with first class honours, Daniel Vaughan. Victoria Watson. And Jessica Wellman. Bachelor of Arts in Radio. With first class honours, Katie Joanna Bell. Ryan James Boyden. Hannah Chapman. Louise Donegan. With first class honours, Robert Dove. Ben French. Dylan Goodhall Harris. Jude Hodgson Han. Ricky Holder. Jason Huxford. Andrew Jolly. Tracy Langler. Hayley Mackay. Daisy Manley. Edward Mitchell. Caitlin O'Kelly. With first class honours, Liam Christopher Talbot. Ryan Thrussell. Oliver West. Henry Wood. And Stephen Wozencroft. Bachelor of Arts in Script Writing for Film and Television, Luke Ackroyd. Benjamin Stephen Clark Booth. Connor James Cranston. Brian Farrell. Thomas Garrett. Emma Hamilton. Harry Michael Thomas Heath. Daniel Huntley. Isabel Kedge. Mary Lancotts. George Locke. James William Murphy. Joe Olivia. Naomi Phillips Howard. Joseph Ridley. With first class honours, Harrison Sargent. Emily Julia Smith. Ryan Ward. And Ross Webber. Bachelor of Arts in Television Production. Yawa Ahmad. With first class honours, Murad Ali. Lauren Rebecca Arnold. William Askew. Guy Barber. David Anthony Barrett. Douglas Benge. Mark Simeone Benjamin. Joshua Bosley. Reese Carr. The first class honours, Christopher James Marnicole. Laura Collett. Andrew Davies. The first class honours, Oliver Deacon. Also a first class honours, James Dearden. Christopher Mark Devlin. Georgia Donaldson. Rebecca Duckett. Georgia Dunstan. Richard Gow. With first class honours, Samuel John Getlife. Rebecca Grech. Andrew Greenwood. Thea Hagley. Emma Hassel. Daniel Heath. Rebecca Houston. Chloe Elizabeth Jackson. Rosanna Keane. Gemma Louise Kingshot. Dominic Lang. Sophie Eleanor Lasson. Edward Patrick Lawrence. Elliot Lee. Daisy Sarah Levy. Rachel Ann Longhurst. Leonora May. Scott McGreal. Bill Stanley Myrna. Kristaleni Michael. The first class honours, Shelley Miller. Toby Alexander Millward. The first class honours, Angus Jonathan Mitchell. James Moore. The first class honours, Charlotte Morrison. Jessica North. Victoria Nosovic. David Manoa Ogufere. With first class honours, Charlotte Packham. Alicia Page. With first class honours, James Page. Thomas Parrott. Joanne Plumley. Holly Pratt. Heidi Puck. Savika Rodskov. Patrick Warlings. Stephen Rainsford. Saffron Robertson. Thomas Robinson. Oliver Blair Rooney. Lee Sanders. With first class honours, James Sivers. Iona Rianne Smith. Thomas Smith. Anastasia Stankovsky. George Frederick War. Mark Waylett. Boya Wen. Nancy Charlotte Whitby. Reese Wilson. And with first class honours, Joshua Wright. Bachelor of Science in Software Development for Animation, Games and Effects. Jamie Alvarez Losada. Toby Gilbert. Amy Ngun. And with first class honours, Declan Timothy William Russell. Foundation degree in Arts in Creative Multimedia Design. Jonathan Crockett. And Foundation degree in Arts in Radio Production, Benjamin Sapong. Sorry, say that again. Bachelor of Arts in Advertising with Marketing Communications, Jordan Oates. My Lord and Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards for the Faculty of Media and Communication. I now have the pleasure in presenting the recipients of prizes for the Faculty of Media and Communication, and the Vice-Chancellor will present the first 5 prizes. And the first one is the Vice-Chancellor's Prize. It's for the student whose performance and achievement is deemed by the Vice-Chancellor to have been the most distinguished overall in the academic year. And it's awarded to Alison Catherine Smith. The next prize is the Undergraduate Prize, which is for the undergraduate student whose performance and achievement is deemed by the Vice-Chancellor to have been the most outstanding in their time at Bournemouth University. And it's awarded to Kelly Phelps. The Rosemary Pope Memorial Prize is for the most outstanding contribution made by a graduate who's progressed to a BU honours programme from a partner institution. And it's awarded to Armin Alavajana. The Fusion Prize is for the student who is deemed to have been outstanding in terms of demonstrating fusion in the field of research, education, or professional practice in their studies during their time at Bournemouth University. It's awarded to Dev Ram Mistry. The Dean's Prize is for the best final year student in the Faculty of Media and Communication, and it's awarded to Katie Joanna Bell. Vice-Chancellor, thank you. So the next Bournemouth University Prize is the Seagrew Prize. And this is for the final year student who has demonstrated excellence in research for an undergraduate dissertation. It's presented by Sarah Jane Towns, and it's awarded to Alicia Gonzalez Betancourt. And Alicia, if you can stay on stage for reasons which will appear obvious later. Next, we have prizes presented by colleagues from the Faculty of Media and Communication. The Taylor Woodard Prize is in honour of the late Taylor Woodard. It's for the best human interest story. It's presented by Dr. Karen Fowler-Watt, and it's awarded to Alicia Gonzalez Betancourt. The Jeremy Wallington Prize is for investigative journalism. It's presented by Karen Fowler-Watt, and it's awarded to Marcin Brysak. The Mike Matthew Prize is awarded for features journalism. It's presented by Karen Fowler-Watt, and it's awarded to Bridget Wilkins. The Alan Plater Screenwriting Prize is awarded to the writers who received the highest mark of the year for their final major projects. It's presented by Dr. Fiona Cowney, and it's awarded to Daniel Huntley, Alberto Olivieri, and Nivan Keati Darian. The Clock Prize is for the best final year student. It's presented by Fiona Cowney, and it's awarded to Timothy Van Riel. The Content is King Prize is for the most innovative film production content student. It's presented by Fiona Cowney, and it's awarded to Joshua Wright. The Side Effects Software Prize is for the Best Digital Effects Project. It's presented by Fiona Cowney, and it's awarded to Nicholas Rogg and Jack Pooley. Thank you, Karen and Fiona. Finally, we have prizes presented by the Faculty of Media and Communication sponsors. The AVID Prize is awarded for the best editing in a master's project film. It's presented by Trevor Bowden, Master Instructor at AVID Technology Europe, and it's awarded to Nicola Matiwone. The Blue Zoo Productions Prize is for the Best Major Project. It's presented by Tom Box, co-founder and director of Blue Zoo Productions. It's awarded to Isabella Burton, Stephen Edgerton, Ariana Bragliali, and Aaron Baker. The Bright Blue Day Prize is for the best final year dissertation. It's presented by Jonathan Clark, the executive chairman, and it's awarded to Jessica Corbett. The Chartered Institute of Marketing Prize is for the best final year student. It's presented by Simon Pride, CIM's Dorset Branch Chair. It's awarded to Ian Sims. The Criminal Clothing Prize is for the best marketing dissertation. It's presented by Mo Degani in memory of Reza Degani, who was a graduate of the media school and the founder of the global criminal clothing brand. And it's awarded to Ian Sims. The Chartered Institute of Public Relations Wessex Prize is for the best final year dissertation. It's presented by Natasha Tobin, Chair of Wessex CIPR, and it's awarded to Daniel Vaughan. The Daily Echo Prize is for the Best News Journalist. It's presented by Andy Martin, Deputy Editor and Head of News at the Bournemouth Echo, and it's awarded to Joe Necessian. The Havas Media Prize is for the best students in advertising. It's presented by Jennifer Gabrielle Chapman, Head of Recruitment and People Operations, and it's awarded to Naomi Kerridon Billington and Gabriela Petrova Vlahova. And the last prize is the PRCA Prize. It's awarded for professional excellence. It's presented by Pippa Carson, South West and Wales Coordinator for the Public Relations Consultants Association. And it's awarded to Christina Petrova. My Lord and Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of prizes for the Faculty of Media and Communication.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in giving all recipients of awards and prizes a final round of applause. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor John Vinney.
Graduation is my favourite time of year, and it's not just the dashing gown and the rather fetching hat that I get to wear, although that does help. It's because at graduation I get to meet all of you, our graduating students, personally, and have the very great pleasure of being the first person to congratulate you as you cross the stage. It's a great honour to be the Vice-Chancellor of such a fantastic university like Bournemouth, and it's an even greater honour to be here with you as you all celebrate your achievements. Now, today is the culmination of many years of hard work and determination, and I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of you for what you've achieved, and I hope it has prepared you well for the exciting future that now stretches ahead of all of you. The motto of this university is Discere mutare est, which means to learn is to be changed. And I cannot emphasize that enough. Education is about changing lives. It helps us to leave the world a better place than we found it. And I'm not just talking about you as individuals and the benefits that a university education will bring to you. I'm talking about the power that you now have as BU graduates to shape and influence the world around you, applying your knowledge and skills through your professional practice. So university is about making you realize you have that power and then helping you to wield it wisely. Now, the other reason that I absolutely love graduation is because I have the great pleasure of meeting your family and friends who have helped you to get to this point and have travelled from far and wide to join us today, and of addressing those who aren't able to be here but are watching us online from around the world. So let's be honest, you probably wouldn't be here without them. These are the people who helped you to keep your feet on the ground while you were reaching for the stars, your parents, partners, friends and families. People who were there for you when the pressure started to build, the deadlines were getting closer, and those final assessments were looming. People who manned the 24/7 helpline back home and sorted out all of your IT, computing and phone issues, delivered carloads of essential items around the country and then had the pleasure of bringing them all back again, usually on a yearly basis, largely untouched. I have 2 daughters at university at the moment too. So although today is primarily about celebrating your achievements, it's also important to recognise the people who helped you get here. So graduates, I now ask you to stand up, turn round and join me in showing your thanks with a huge round of applause. Good, lots of waving and cheering as well. Brilliant, thank you. And of course you have some other staunch supporters dotted around the room and up on the stage too. Your lecturers, your tutors and support staff. And like me, they were extremely proud to watch you walk across the stage and collect your awards today. So please do give them a wave if you can catch their eye and join me in thanking them with another huge round of applause. Now, you can all be proud of what you've achieved as individuals, but I also want to say a few words about what you've achieved as a group. Now, many of you have done some fantastic work over the last few years, volunteering and doing charity work. And on behalf of all those people in our local community and further afield that you've helped and supported, I would like to say a very big thank you. And I would also like to thank all of those of you who have gone out of your way to ensure that BU just keeps getting better. So whether it's working with our fantastic Students' Union, SUBU, or as a student rep, or representing BU in our sports teams, or through any of the other roles we've had on offer, you have helped to make the university what it is today, so thank you for that. Now, like you, BU is also changing and going from strength to strength as we pursue delivery of our vision, BU 2018. And this year, BU has moved up in all the 3 major league tables nationally, and we've also just entered the elite top 500 in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings, which is brilliant news. It recognises, I think that deserves a round of applause actually. It's due to the hard work of all of our staff and our students, and it recognises what we already knew, that BU's staff, students and graduates are truly world class and amongst the best in the world for global talent. Now, we've built our strong reputation locally, regionally, nationally and internationally by combining our research, professional practice, education to achieve maximum societal impact. And as highlighted in the recent Research Excellence Framework, 96% of our research across the whole university is now rated as internationally recognised, and 18% as world leading, which is the highest possible category. So we're really pleased with that. Yeah. Now, this excellence is evident across the whole university, but especially in the Faculty of Media and Communication, whose students and staff work together to ensure that their research, teaching and practice are relevant and applicable. So we are justifiably proud of the BFX Festival, which is Bournemouth's Visual Effects, Animation and Gaming Festival, a whirlwind of world-renowned talent featuring the biggest names in the industry, inspiring the next generation of animators. So this year saw representatives from global studios like Pixar, Walt Disney, Animation Studios, Microsoft and others, as well as members of the BU alumni, including Paul Campion and Dan Bethel. Also, the director of Wolf Hall discussed making the BBC drama and the blossoming British film industry during a free public event hosted by BU and the Royal Television Society. And Peter Kosminski, who is a BU visiting fellow and received an honorary doctorate in 2009, said that the industry-focused teaching and reputation of BU's media production courses generates high calibre and highly skilled graduates, so we're delighted with that comment too. BU also celebrated further success at the recent Guild of Television Cameraman University Awards 2015, winning 2 categories. So the first prize went to Angus Mitchell, BA Television Production, for his cinematography on Brackish Water, a graduate film by BA Honours Television Production students. Well done. And Mark Bond, Programme Leader, MA Cinematography and Film and Television, collected the Bill Venton GTC University Trophy on behalf of BU for our portfolio of undergraduate films. And as a winning university, BU have the honour of hosting the awards next year. Now, a real highlight of the year for me, and as mentioned earlier, was when BU students covered the general election in May, running 12 hours live coverage of the results online, on television and on FM radio, as well as through their social media accounts. And they were excited to have some great guests, including Dame Annette Brooke, who are here with us today, and our local MP, Connor Burns, both of whom have been sterling supporters for the university for many years. So thank you for that, and thank you for taking part in that event as well. And of course, all of our academic staff have been involved in publishing numerous papers and books to ensure that their research, teaching and professional practice are continually up to date and breaking new ground. They continue to extend their reach around the world with new partnerships in Belgium, Peru and Thailand, and at home they've hosted international conferences which have literally attracted talent from around the world to Bournemouth. Now, wherever in the world your journey takes you, I hope that you will cherish your memories of studying in Dorset, and always remember you'll be part of the BU community. So I hope you'll stay in touch for many years to come through the BU Alumni Network. And I want to congratulate you personally again on your achievement, and I hope that you have had a wonderful time at BU. But I've also been asked to pass on a few messages from my colleagues.
For all the students that I've worked with, that I've known over the past years, good luck for the future. I hope you have a great time out there in industry. Stay in touch with us, stay in touch with each other. Good luck.
What I'm trying to say, really, what am I trying to say?
Saying thank you very much for doing the course. Thank you very much for being here. We've enjoyed. It's been an interesting journey and experience.
The graduating students of this year's class have been a real joy to work with overall. I would encourage all of them to be a little less messy, but they're very talented and they make some very good work.
Students this year have been great. They've been a really good bunch. They've worked hard, they've played hard. We always say that our door is always open, and I've seen a lot of them this year. And yeah, it's been a really good year.
We have so many good students this year going on to do really exciting things, and some of them we've already earmarked to come back and do guest lectures for us. So we're really looking forward to hearing how they're getting on.
Good luck, BA English, you're legends.
Bye guys, we're gonna miss you. Good luck. Keep in touch.
The advantages of being a Bournemouth journalism grad are plain to see. Right behind me is our wonderful Hall of Fame, where you can see our journalists are working in online, in print, magazines, television, radio, freelance, and even producing their own wonderful documentaries.
This group of BATV students came to the university just at the same time as I was kind of finding my feet here. So I think we took a journey together to a certain extent. And I'm actually very grateful to them for helping me along the way. I think they probably taught me as much as I taught them, and I genuinely will miss every one of them because they're all wonderful.
I know each and every one of them, and I know that they have a lot of potential, and I don't want anyone to tell them otherwise. And if they work hard enough, if they're passionate, if they're dedicated, I'm sure that they will accomplish all of their dreams.
The advice I would give the students is just to kind of grab opportunities, make sure that they're kind of always reading stuff, always getting ideas, always out there, you know, just really pushing themselves forward and just grabbing opportunities when they can, really.
Yeah, my advice would be to just keep being ambitious and creative and don't give up, and also to stay in touch with us so we can find out, you know, how things are going and where they are.
All of the students I've worked with have shown fantastic potential and dedication to their craft, and I wish them all the very best in their future careers.
Be confident. It's not going to come looking for you. You have to go looking for it, but you should do so with the confidence that you've got this qualification from BU, which means an awful lot out there. So go and find the opportunities that you want.
Ditto.
Congratulations everybody, it's been great working with you and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.
I hope you'll take everything you've learned here out into the world to make a real difference.
Well done everyone, enjoy the day.
You've got a great future ahead of you. And remember to come back and say hello.
Have a great day.
Brilliant. I hope you've all enjoyed this ceremony, and I'd like to thank all of those who have been involved in making it such a success, particularly our Chancellor, Lord Phillips. Thank you for presiding over the ceremony today. All of our distinguished guests and members of the University Board for their continued support and commitment. Graduates, it's been a pleasure to watch you grow and develop during your time with us. I wish you every success for the future. I hope that those of you who are here with your families and friends will now join me and my colleagues in the Purbeck Hall to continue the celebrations at your graduation reception, and goodbye to those watching online. Thank you.
Congregation, please stand for the national anthem and the retiring processions.